Now we've got a red glass bead, a green shard, and an amethyst.
Yes, that should hold. Great! It fits! I hope that thing is in the right position. As soon as the putty has dried, I'll only be able to get it off with brute force.
Now then, see that lamp there?
It brings a little illumination into the darkness.
We're going to Indiana Jones this shit.
Whether I'll get any brighter? Wow, it works! Somebody seems to have marked one of the rooms with invisible ink, and it has just been revealed by the colored light beam. I have no idea where this room 8 is located exactly because there's no map key, although it seems to be one of the rooms that are being renovated.
Wow, not bad. I only go away for a few minutes and you transform the museum into a light show.
Oh, I'm sorry, but...
That's okay. But what is all this stuff and what does it mean?
I don't exactly know either. But if this riddle really comes from my father, then he must have had an extremely good reason for the whole effort.
Have you found anything out yet?
I'm still working on it. And you? Is there anything new on the subject of Tunguska?
No, it's
Not
still
a
there.
lot. Here, I found these 2 articles.
Thank you. We will give them a read.
The light beam has changed the color of the escape plan on the wall. A room with the number 8 seems to be highlighted. Is that one of the rooms that is currently being renovated?
Yes, and they've been renovating it for ages. The complete substance of this house is unfortunately no longer the best, and the workers are having a lot of problems completing the job.
Was there anything special in that room?
Well, no, not really. All of the exhibits from that room are currently stored in my office. Are you looking for something specific?
If only I knew.
We can go straight to my office. Maybe you'll find something there to help you out. Come on into my office and we'll have a look at the exhibits from room 8. Have a look around. All these things are out of the room that's being renovated.
Sweet. And our inventory is... it's a bit sparse. But we've got a lot of stuff. We've got a relief disc over here.
I think that must be some sort of calendar, but how to read it is what I don't know.
So, if we go to our diary. While drilling, Russian mineralogist Leonid Kulik allegedly discovered a substance that was unlike any material known on Earth. Kulik had already made the headline 11 years before. He had claimed to have found a giant, unshapely object made of an unknown material between naturally grown plants near the explosion site in the Tunguska region. All attempts to take rock samples failed because the material was too hard, and during the next expedition, the mysterious object had suddenly disappeared. And, catastrophe. On the morning of June 30th, 1908, there were indeterminable phenomena to be seen in the sky. A short time later, a cataclysmic explosion with a magnitude greater than 2,000 Hiroshima bombs shook the stillness of the endless stretches of the mid-Siberian mountains. An inferno of flames reduced everything to rubble and ash. An unimaginable shockwave snapped trees in half like matches and threw herders and their reindeer 20 kilometers from the explosion into the air. Seismic vibrations raced around the world at 500 miles a second. That night was, or is that meters? I don't know. That night was, the sky was aglow in Europe. Yeah, it was a pretty fucking big deal. Tunguska's a whole thing, brother. Okay, so we've got some stuff to look at.
I think that must be some sort of calendar, but how to read it is what I don't know. That
Yoink.
thing has obviously just been set in there. It doesn't belong to the relief disc.
We got a coin.
I got that thing out of the Aztec relief disc in Max's office. I have no idea whether it is a medal or a coin or what, but the horseman looks like a skeleton.
Now, if I can, that's all I wanted, by the way. If you remember, there was a little showcase of coins over here. You see?
The coin seems to complete the set. The note says, and the prince said to the princess, whether vertical, horizontal, or in both main diagonals, make sure that there is never a repeat within a line. Does that have something to do with the coins?
Okay. I'm going to solve this as best I could. Bear with me now. Yep. Small, medium. And that one. And that one. There we go.
Oops! That opened up a trap door. It appears to be some kind of secret compartment. What could my father need one for?
I don't know, Nina.
It contains documents. It has to do with my father's research expeditions. It's written here that in 1958, he was the leader of a secret expedition into the Tunguska region. Apparently after the 1958 expedition, someone in the highest position tried to keep the results secret. It has to do with some strange plant growth. Daddy wanted to continue his research, but all further investigations were prohibited. Then apparently he did travel to the region again himself, only in the company of a certain Manuel Perez and a local guide. That was in 1977. If I understand this correctly, a lot went wrong on this expedition. Something awful happened to Perez, and both of them were arrested. My father has not been able to find out what exactly happened to him that night, and Perez disappeared without a trace from that time forward.
Yes.
Daddy writes later that here at the latest, he should have realized that human life is always more important than research. What does he mean? Maybe I should ask Max. He'd be able to help me with all the formulae and explain the scientific expressions. And this is a letter from some society in Ireland. But these are just empty pages? I definitely need help. Maybe Max knows something about it all.
Sorry, I still don't have anything.
But how that is connected with my father's disappearance, I don't yet know. But I have found some of his records in a secret compartment. They describe a secret expedition and some very strange events and...
Hey, slow down. I can't follow you that quickly.
The best thing
Calm
to do
down,
would
Fox
be to
Mulder.
come with me to my father's office. I'll show you the records, and then we should perhaps have a look at his filing cabinet.
Okay, let's go.
I told you that I didn't want to see you here again. Believe me, it really would have been better if you had kept out of it. Now I have no other choice but to... Ah!
Oleg Kambersky?
Looks like I came just in time. Are you okay?
Yes, I think so. What did the detective want from us anyway?
Did he want to shoot us?
Well, he probably doesn't have his weapon trained on you just for the fun of it. We should get away from here before this guy wakes up.
Okay. Thanks, Oleg.
I'm sorry that I was so unfriendly when we first met.
Yeah.
For some time now, I've had the feeling that I'm being pursued, and my nerves are shot right
That is
now.
David Kay.
Of course I
by
know
the
your
way.
father. To be precise, I have known him for a very long time, and I know him very well. I was with him on one of his expeditions back then. We were in the Tunguska region back then, together with the Cuban Manuel Perez, an Irish biologist whose name I can't recall at the moment,
Oh,
and
Megatron,
some
I love you.
assistants. I don't want to get into details regarding the events of the past, but for some reason, someone appears to be very interested right now. I have the feeling that not only your father, but I as well am in danger. and possibly all members of that past expedition still living. Of course, I can't prove it, but if I'm not mistaken, the Russian Secret Service, FSB, could be behind it. They already tried back then to prevent us, and your father in particular, from undertaking further expeditions. You know about your mother?
My mother? Why? What does she have to do with anything?
Oh,
You
Nina.
know that she died in an accident?
Yes.
Yes, but...
It is rather questionable whether it really was an accident. You were in the car as well. I was driving behind you when the car suddenly crashed through a bridge railing and plunged into a river. I was barely able to get you out of there, but when I tried to save your mother, 2 of my fingers were torn off. Therefore,
Daddy never told me anything about that.
I'm certain he tried not to burden you with that as well. The 2 of us have already reproached ourselves enough.
Yes.
But
Look at
enough
fucking,
about the past.
Look
Now
at
we have to
Max
find
just
your
stood
father
there doing
again.
nothing.
Due to the events of the last few days, I activated a few of my contacts. One of them is Sergei, who is moving in circles which, well, I'd rather not be found anywhere near them. But he knows just about everything that no one is actually supposed to know.
Yes.
According to his information, a research station was built in the Tunguska region decades ago, and now another transport is planned to go there. Supposedly, not all the scientists who are to be transported there are participating voluntarily. This research trip and the disappearance of your dad a few days before its start could very well be linked.
Yes.
Does that mean my father was kidnapped and is now sitting on a train to Siberia? What do they want from him?
Even if, officially, he hasn't been active in research for years, he is still an expert in his field. I am sure that Sergei could help us.
I have to go to Moscow?
I have an airplane. We could be there in a few hours. I know this is all quite a lot to swallow at once, but if your dad is really on that train, we have no time to lose. As soon as he reaches the Tunguska region, we'll barely be able to get him out again. The area around the station is too heavily guarded.
Yeah, you don't go to
What do
Russia and
you
come
mean?
back.
I don't know, but maybe it is the only chance. So let's go.
It would be good if someone stayed behind, in case Vladimir does get in touch after all.
But...
Nina, we should go if we want another chance to get there before the train leaves.
I suppose I could have another look at your father's records, but I don't have a good feeling.
Great. Then let's go.
Take good care of yourself, okay?
I'll do my very best. I wish I could.
Yes, me too. Good luck.
And off we go! With Megatron. Assuming the game doesn't crash. Indeed.
Oh,
Yes.
Oleg didn't tell me you were such a beauty.
Oh my god, I'd
If I'd
forgotten.
known that, my price would have gone down.
I'd forgotten about the
Yes,
voice acting.
I'm happy to see you too. You can help me in the search for my father?
Sergei can do a lot of things. Some say Sergei can do everything. But Sergei is Martyr, so let's just stick with Sergei can do almost everything.
Yes, yes. Modesty honors you.
What can I do for you?
I thought you knew that.
Sure. But Sergei needs all the information again firsthand.
Oh, dear.
And looking at your mouth and your moving lips.
Are you going to help me or just gawk?
How does the saying go? One hand washes the other.
Okay. So, my father has disappeared. I only wanted to meet him in the museum where he worked. And as I arrived...
Yeah. Sergei knows that.
Then what do you want to know?
What did your father do in the last few weeks? What was he working on? Who was he working for?
Quite honestly, I have no idea. I have never really spoken to my father to any extent about his work.
'Cause it would
he
be
tends
rude.
to hold hour-long lectures about scientific things, and after a few minutes, I tend to fall half asleep. Then at some time, we agreed to leave the subject of work out of our conversations.
Not good. Really not good.
Yes, I know, but it doesn't matter now anyway. But again, I really don't know what it was.
I miss David
or for
Kay.
who
Bring
he
back
has been
David
working
Kay.
for recently.
Yes.
Besides his work for the museum, he still held lectures and prepared reports. But I can't be any more exact than that. All I know is that in the last few days, he seemed a bit unconcentrated.
That's not a
as if
thing.
he was especially concerned with something. But what that was?
That gets us nowhere. A couple of birdies told me in the last few days that another train is leaving for the Tunguska region today. It has to do with some kind of scientific experiments.
Oh, Sergey.
What kind exactly, I don't know. But it's not important now.
Your voice.
In any case, a few old friends have been reactivated.
Old friends? Reactivated?
Scientists and people who know the area who were in the Tunguska region in the past, they were, well, asked to cooperate. Some came voluntarily. Others had to be persuaded.
Ah, I understand.
Good. Be that as it may, your father may be with them.
Is he in danger?
If he doesn't do anything stupid, he won't have any problems normally.
But how are we going to get him out?
We aren't going to get him out at all. But as I've already said, Sergei can do almost everything. An old acquaintance is standing at the side entrance of the train station. He'll take you in and give you a pass and a uniform. As soon as you're on board the train, you should be able to find enough time to look around. The guards on board are usually busy drinking and playing cards during the trip. Oh, and by the way, you're traveling under the name Nina Perkova. Your last name could give you away if your father is actually on board.
So I get in the train, eliminate all the guards, and free my father. Alone? Great plan. Just great.
When you find him, then we'll see how you'll get your father out. Not to worry. Sergei would never leave such a sweet ass hanging.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's a relief then. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit nervous about my father.
Don't thank him.
I really am
He's a
happy
creep
that you could help me.
with a weird
Thank
voice.
you.
That's okay, little one. They don't call Sergei the good soul of Moscow for nothing.
They don't call
And don't
him the
forget,
good soul of Moscow
even if you
at
get
all.
information that you don't know what to do with, Sergei can certainly figure it out.
Okay, I'll see what I can find out.
Imagine.
Nice weather we're having, isn't it?
Yeah. It's much too nice to sit around out here. Comrade Yushin is taking your shift now. Isn't that nice of him?
What? Why? Come with me. Let's chat a bit.
Oh dear. Men in Black are doing
It
things.
doesn't seem to be my lucky day today. Was that a coincidence, or did they find out that Sergei bribed one of the guards? In any case, I now have a huge problem. Sergei has gone. My cell phone has no signal here, and I have to get onto the train fast. Nina, it's time for a stroke of genius. I need an idea.
Oh, that was a long cut. Okay. We made it to Moscow. That's pretty good, right? Detective Kansky has threatened Nina and Max. Oleg arrived to help just in time. He says he knows Nina's father from an expedition to the Tunguska region in 1958. He's also Megatron. And he knows even more. Nina's father could be on board a train from Moscow to the Tunguska region. Was he really abducted, and why? Failed help. Moscow, train station. Nina and Oleg have set off for Moscow. Sergei, with some voice acting that is instant, one of Oleg's smarmy contacts, suspects that Nina's father is on the train. His plan to bribe a guard in the military train station has failed. Nina is forced to depend on herself. And if you think it's going to involve picking up random shit, yeah. We're just going to pick up random shit, kids, because that's how you play these games.
Well, let's rummage around in the garbage, shall we?
And we have
Great!
acquired...
A rusted nut and an unidentifiable iron something. It's the small things in life that bring happiness.
Okay, so what is this unidentifiable thing?
It is. It looks like, it could certainly be I've got no bloody idea.
Yep, we don't know what it is, but there are some bricks. Let's grab them. If you can see a jack on that car, yep. Everything that you can look at, pick up. Don't bother with the flavor text. Some of it's funny, some of it's not, but I'm a bit worried the game's just gonna fucking crash on me. And let's look at his lunch bag.
As long as the worker is looking the other way, I should take the opportunity.
Yoink! And what's inside the bread box?
Let's see what Russian construction workers have for breakfast.
And we got bread and
No
butter.
cheese, no ham, but 4 layers of butter.
And...
A thick rubber band.
But we did pick up some bricks, which we can put over here and steal this car jack.
I'll try to support this wreck with these bricks.
And we... I'm getting ahead of myself here, but we
That
can't.
thing is completely rusted, and the crank doesn't move.
Which is why we stole this man's lunch.
Good idea. I can use the butter for lubrication.
Nina, you whore. Yay, we got a car jack. Let's go chat to this guy now we've stolen his lunch. I'm doing things in a specific order.
Hello. So late and you're still working?
Yeah, real funny, huh? You probably think it's hilarious that a poor guy like me has to work so late.
You're so
And
Russian.
then has to muck around in other people's shit.
Ooh, they
Real
said the
funny,
word.
huh? Ha ha.
Wow, you're in a good mood. I wasn't having a laugh at your cost, honestly.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm a little irritable. Today's actually supposed to be my day off, and yeah, and now I have to work overtime just because this bunch of soldiers doesn't know how to flush the toilet. You hopefully aren't one of them, are you?
Do I
No way,
look like
don't
a soldier?
worry.
Good. When I catch the person who dumped this shit on my lap, he's going to be sick just thinking of the word toilet.
Yeah, look, could we change the subject, please? My graphic imagination is very well developed, and my stomach is remembering what it had for lunch.
Okay, why are you so angry, angry man who's cleaning up poop?
Having to work on your day off is, of course, really bitter. That would piss me off, too. Excuse me, a slip of the tongue. Did you already have some plans? Cinema, a few bars, or anything?
Yeah, I wanted to go fishing. A couple of beers, rod in hand.
Yeah, I had a boyfriend like that once.
Huh?
Nothing. Tell me more.
Jesus.
Well, just a really relaxing day. But maybe I can do it tomorrow instead. If only they'd finally pick the right lottery numbers.
It's weird because I watched the prank Jeffrey with the lottery numbers, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yeah, yesterday.
That car over there, is that yours?
It's a van.
No, I think that's been there for a few years now. I don't even know if there are any parts still in it.
Well, I stole its tire jack.
The lottery. What is so special about that?
They hold a special drawing in which you can really clean up. You know, I've been playing the lottery for 20 years and have never won anything. But today is my lucky day. I could tell when I woke up. All this shit is gonna end today. I'm gonna buy myself a little cabin on a nice river somewhere. Maybe I'll even buy the river too. And then...
Yeah, and then spend the whole day with your rod in the water, I know.
Exactly. The stupid thing is, you have to have every number in exactly the right order. If the first 3 numbers match, you can win something too. But to really clean up, all the numbers must be correct.
That means, in the worst scenario, if you have one wrong number, you can lose completely.
Yep, but I'm gonna win. 856549. I'm gonna have a new life with these numbers.
Okay, that's a lot of information about how lotteries work.
So the soldiers have screwed up your day off. Did they just turn up all of a sudden?
No, it wasn't that sudden. There've been rumors going around for a few days, but I had no idea there would be this many. I have no idea what they're all doing here.
Hey, you don't mean to tell me that the soldiers are swarming all over this quarter and you have no idea why they're here?
Well, there are always a few soldiers running around here. After all, it's a military train station. But I haven't seen this many in a long time. I've heard they're heading to Novosibirsk.
And what do they want there?
I have no idea. They don't talk to us. Think they're just better than us. Most of them don't have an original idea in their head anyway. They merely follow their orders. Someone told me there are also scientists with them. And a little while ago I saw large cages. I have no idea what they're planning.
Cages?
Yes. Apparently there are some prisoners on the train. Maybe that's why.
Cages for prisoners? Are they keeping my father like a wild animal? I urgently have to get on that train and get him out.
Indeed.
I'd better get going then.
Me too.
I ruined your lunch. Okay. Now there are some pebbles here. This one bugged me for a while because I never saw them when I originally played this. Back in the day. And there should be somewhere around here. There it is. Cigarette butts. Pixel hunting.
If all of these cigarette butts are from today and all from the same watchman, then he should apply to one of those record-breaking shows on TV.
If we look at this newspaper.
Here are the numbers of the special draw. 356549. One single wrong number. The sewage worker will be kicking himself in the ass all day long. Let's see if some charming words will get me into the station. Hello, you wonderful man.
Oh, hello.
All alone are you out here? Can I enjoy your company for a while?
I don't care.
Uh-oh, that'll be a hard one to crack.
Can I have a cigarette?
You smoke quite a lot, don't you?
Yeah, I know it's unhealthy. But I simply can't give it up. I've tried everything. That's why I'm glad I get to sit outside. At least here I can smoke. Want one?
Yes, please. It'll be good for my nerves. Isn't smoking forbidden inside the station?
Absolutely no smoking. They probably have stuff stored in there that could raise half of Moscow to the ground.
Oh, what things?
No idea. And to be honest, I don't really want to know. Sometimes, ignorance is bliss.
Very
Classic
wise
Russian
words.
guard. Right. Can I have your newspaper?
Can I borrow your newspaper for a few minutes?
What? No way. The nurse is finally just about to turn the doctor around.
Pardon?
Don't tell me you've never heard of the Siberian Saga.
No. I have to pass on that. What is it?
The soap opera in the Moscow News. A fascinating love story. For the last 3 weeks, they have been publishing a new chapter every other day. And I guess that the nurse...
Yeah, great. That's enough. It sounds really gripping. Are you almost finished with it?
No, not for a while yet. I'm reading it slowly
I am
on
a
purpose
puzzle.
to prolong the excitement. Of course I have the newspaper at home as well, but there's not much going on here, so I can read without being disturbed. I'm really anxious to see if the head nurse's plot...
No! Stop it! My doctor has forbidden too much drama and excitement.
And the last thing we can ask him about is the side entrance.
You were guarding the side entrance here. Is there any special reason for it?
Yeah, no one's supposed to go in there.
Talk about stating the obvious. I'm flirting with you, stupid. Oh, and because of that, they have installed a strong, muscular man like you here.
What? You mean me?
Yeah, right. I'm sure they spent a long time thinking about who they could give such an important task to. And they came to the conclusion that only you could fulfill the job. Well-trained and radiating power and strength.
Yes, you're probably right. I've only been with the troops for 3 years, but I've already achieved a lot.
Of course, I, as a mere woman, feel much better when I know that real men like you are defending our land. What is so important about the station that you have been chosen to guard the side entrance?
Actually, I'm not allowed to say. It's top secret. But I guess it has to do with some Secret Service thing. There are masses of conspicuously inconspicuous people running around. You're not from the FSB, are you?
Me? No, of course not.
Phew. I was lucky. I nearly let the cat out of the bag. I don't want to end up like my colleague. They just took him away.
Sure, I understand. Damn, I almost had him in my hands.
You really didn't, Nina. He couldn't give less of a damn about it. Anyway.
Your colleague, where did they take him? Is he coming back soon?
I'm afraid not. The two guys that took the poor guy are from the FSB, I think.
Gulag.
Oh, why did they take him?
No idea. But it's better not to ask questions. The wrong one at the wrong time, and it could be your last question. As soon as they have you in their grip, it's not easy to get out again. If you get out at all.
Well, we
Thanks
actually
a lot for
have
the information.
everything we
My
need to know.
pleasure. See you soon.
See, this is a thing, and this is a thing.
Hey, a catapult. We used to shoot at tin cans with these when we were children.
Yes. And then put that in there. And now, destroy his lights so he can't read his soap opera.
Damn! That is the third bulb this month already. What idiot keeps ordering this cheap junk? The story was just about to get interesting.
Yoink!
This newspaper here?
Yeah?
Can I have it?
I guess so. The light bulb just exploded on me. It was really old anyway, and it'll be weeks for sure before anyone replaces it.
Poor
You
old
have to
Sergeant
fill out a
Yushin.
form that is signed by the officer on duty and then faxed to the ministry. From there, it goes through 3 committees, and with some luck, I'll see another one before I retire.
Yes, the wonders of bureaucracy are international. What about the newspaper?
Fine, just take it.
Bitch. And if we look at it,
Here are the numbers of the special draw. 356549. One single wrong number. The sewage worker will be kicking himself in the ass all day long.
but what did we do? We picked up a pencil.
One small manipulation of the lottery results and the big win is perfect. Only short term, but isn't short-term happiness better than none at all?